Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody, specifically to the party. Apologies for the delay. Technology is nobody's friend. We here tonight on Welcome to Party. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, specifically 3.5 edition. It's the Dungeon Dragons you know, just with more numbers.
Ain't that the truth?
That's basically it. Um, yeah, me. Hi, I'm Dungeon Master person. I do all the things that are not the players. That's an apt description.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Dungeon
uh,
Master?
let's go with that. Although,
Alright.
we were having a discussion in the Pokemon game on Thursday because it has become fairly obvious. I am not in control. I am a master of nothing in that game. So my role has basically come down to I do paperwork and produce numbers. I am the game administrator.
You are the bureaucracy of gaming.
I am the dungeon desk clerk. Not even full-time employed. I'm a temp. So I don't get benefits. If you like this kind of not humor, you can find me on various places on the internet, such as Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all under the Bardic Knock. That's a name I thought up, and it exists. Before I let players introduce themselves. Hey, Welcome to Party has some wonderful sponsors that let us do things here on the channel, and you should go and look at them and potentially exchange, currency which you have earned by exchanging your time for small pieces of paper and slash or imaginary numbers that you keep track of in a place where lots of people keep track of their numbers, even though none of it's real. It's all made up. But you can exchange these imaginary numbers for real life things, like dice. And you can do that at one of our sponsors, Tabletop Loot. You can exchange the numbers you get given for working hard for small pieces of plastic with numbers on. These are good life choices that you can and should probably make. You can also buy artwork and other amazing things from another one of our sponsors, being Devon Rue. You can find her work over on rueinc.com. You can commission things, I think. I don't know if she's taking commissions at the moment, but, maybe. Offer more of your imaginary numbers that you earned. Sorry, money is, messing with my head at the moment. I don't like it. And then finally, we have So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the official merchandisey person group thing, and they make things for you, like mugs and t-shirts and stuff. And apparently there's a code which I have not known about or mentioned. If you go on there and use the code WELCOME, you get 10% off your orders, so go do that. That is So Nerdware. Sponsors, I said them all. They are things. Other important things to do with the channel, so I don't forget to say them later. Hey, Welcome to Party is an all-inclusive gaming community focusing primarily on equal representation and equity in gaming. We are all-inclusive, like I already said. You can learn more about that by joining the Discord down below or following Welcome to Party over on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, where memes are made and shared. You can follow here on Twitch. That doesn't cost you anything. Just click a little button that says follow, and then you get a nice little email when stuff goes on. And if you have the money, you can subscribe Subscribing gets you a couple of benefits, such as various emotes, because we got them. And also, for every month you stay subscribed, you can give a free advantage for everyone else. If it's a game I am running, I will take a crit instead, because I find that more amusing. And it just works easier because I don't run games with advantage in them. To any player or game master of your choice for that month. So every month you get to give it. So we reward you by letting you reward us. If that isn't the peak of capitalism, I don't know what.
Yeah. Peak
You
capitalism
can
achieved 2 minutes into the stream. Good.
nice. You can also support Welcome to Party over on Patreon. Over on Patreon, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. We have just started the Writers Initiative. It probably has a more official name, but I like that one, where basically people in the community are writing stuff, and it's going up there. Long-term goal is to be able to pay people for writing stuff, being able to pay artists, and eventually maybe even pay people like me who sit around and pretend like they know what they're doing. Primarily for being on stream, not in general, because I don't think there's much of an economy for paying people who think they know what they're doing. I mean, if there is, someone tell me where to apply for that job, because I'd be fucking great at it. Holy shit, I said no, I didn't say all the things. Welcome to Party now also has podcasts. Those are a thing, and you can find them places. I'm like 99% certain it's Google, iTunes, and Podbean. So Welcome Party RPG, check out them. I think the podcasts that are currently going are the Legend of the Five Rings. If you don't know what that is, it's D&D, but set in feudal Japan. Less of the top crazy magic, more samurai honor, and more things. I don't know the system well enough, but I know it's based on that. So there's lots of good stuff going on there. And I believe there is also a Rifts game, which my understanding of Rifts is you can do what you want, and that's that. So go check those out.
Oh.
Those are the two podcasts that. I mean, there's an ongoing joke that like you can basically be anything in Rifts. I think like one of the best jokes I've seen, not even a joke. I think the game master was asking for a character design idea, and someone literally said a space velociraptor riding a motorbike, and he was like, "I can do that."
Okay. Well, that exceeds
So
my knowledge of rifts. So
yeah, yeah. I said all the done doodly ding dong doodies. Someone else talk. Players, we have them. They are around doing stuff. Who am I looking at? Shan, you're right in the middle of my screen. Shan, introduce yourself, please.
Hey everybody, it's me, Shannon, Channel Logic across all the internet, and I'm playing Greg, the lesbian half-orc gunslinger. Basically, if Hellboy were a lesbian half-orc. That's pretty much it. It's what she's based on, and you guys are putting her in charge of a lot of stuff, so just know that your fate is sealed.
the fact that we're putting you in charge of this stuff pretty much indicates that our fate was well sealed before you got here. And this is just a Hail Mary to maybe have it sealed in a new and interesting way as opposed to the one that we've all been foreboding and dreading for the last several months.
Damn.
Well, shit, man.
So,
Someone's very optimistic about our chances.
Oh, very. Yeah, we're all going to survive this, guys. We're all going to go on to live happy lives in ruined cities.
so TJ, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, guys. I'm the ray of sunshine of the group. My name is TJ. I'll be playing Flick, the halfling rogue bard assassin guy. / single dad to every person we encounter, apparently, who is ironically always larger than him. It's a weird
When was
dynamic we
Flick-
got going on here, but it works.
When the fuck did Flick become the father figure?
That's what Cody said a couple episodes ago. That's what he has in his own head, but Cody's the only one who's seen it.
I mean, all right, cool. I don't pay attention.
I mean, when he's not slitting throats, he's a father figure. That goes without saying, right?
True. Very, very
I
true.
didn't say what type of father. All right, someone take this away from me.
Archer, I can trust you.
My name is Archer of the Eye. I am playing Keldor, the Knoll Knight, /Scout, /Divine Crusader, who actually does believe everyone will survive. Hopefully.
I think only good things will happen to this group of people. And the final player we have with us tonight being Rebecca. Rebecca, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello. I'm Rebecca. I'll be playing Utswa, our resident Dwarlock, and Misery Maker in this party currently. Between ladies of the group.
That's an apt description.
Yeah.
As you may have noticed, we are down a couple of people. Cody, who usually plays Kid, our teenage Eldritch Knight, he is currently somewhere in Europe, I think. I don't know. He's
Germany.
yeah, he's on holiday, so he's having a grand old time doing all that, and he'll be back in 2 weeks. And don't blink, our enigmatic yet charismatic sorcerer. I think he's probably stuck on a plane.
Giant metal bird.
Yeah. Alrighty.
He's probably rushing home from a plane at this very moment, I believe.
Probably. Bum. Alrighty. Where did we leave off? Because we've not been here for a couple of weeks.
I was gonna ask you that. Nuts.
I'm
Pretty sure
Yeah.
there was a sorcerer or wizard king, and there were dead unicorns at some point.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I remember Greg shooting a guy's dick off. That was a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Giant eagles.
Yeah.
Shower scene.
The
Going
Yeah.
beach
about 50
episode.
seconds. Yeah. Archer's like, I just want to play D&D.
Okay, now as serious as I can muster.
Which is not much at all.
No, not really. It's my coping mechanism. Shh. You arrived, excluding Keldor and Varko, who are still traveling. You took the giant eagles. You arrived up in a pleasant little mountainside village, town-esque thing. A bunch of you went and squatted in Primrose's abandoned house, whilst Greg went and got shit-faced, had a really awkward conversation with the most just apathetic member of the group, being Sanzala, who literally and Greg got way too drunk and was staggering on back to the house. Let's pick up there, because I'm assuming drunken roleplay shenanigans are about to ensue.
Nah.
I don't know. Is something going to be said? Is a scene going to be set? Do I just do things? Okay.
We're here. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You
Greg
want me
is
to
stumbling.
use my words to describe what things are? Who do you take me for?
Blasphemy.
Okay. Quick setting of the scene. It's nighttime. It's dark. It's cold. very cold. You're in the mountains. Screw it. There's snow now. It's snowing.
Way to go.
Yeah. Most of the houses, they at best only have a couple of small lanterns. Most people seem to have closed up for the evening. One would assume, however, your friends and comrades have decided, hey, no, let's stand out like a sore thumb and leave all of our lanterns on. So you can see the one house being the most well lit on the outskirts of town. And you're drunkenly staggering towards it. Go.
Yep, like a moth to a flame. So yeah, I am drunkenly staggering. I hopefully make it to the door. I don't know if I have to roll like acrobatics or some weird shit just to make it home okay. But
You are very drunk.
yes, I am very drunk, yes.
What role would seem the most appropriate? Okay,
Balance,
yes.
I feel like, would come into play a lot.
Yeah, let's just do balance, because all right, yes, I can make you roll stuff, and then you can roll badly and fall over, and I go, all right, you take 3 damage, but ultimately you're gonna end up getting there. So
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, roll balance. We'll do it once, see how funny it is.
Not very. Not funny at all.
Yo, a 21. Greg, you're at that peak level of drunk where you know you're drunk, you can feel you're drunk, but you can just keep going. You can start skipping. I don't know if Greg skips.
She does now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start fucking. I got this. I know where I'm going. If I got pulled over right now, I could touch my nose and stand on one leg. I'd convince everyone that I'm sober.
I
Weird to
pity
say.
the gay bashers that try and stop this pride parade.
This one woman pride parade.
She doesn't even have a blade, man. She's unarmed. Let's go fuck her up.
Greg just fucking skips by, smacking him in the face.
And turns around and puts a hole in both of their skulls. Like they wouldn't even
I
know to get
made
out
a-
of the way. Like
I made a new bullet. It shoots out sparkles.
right? Like unless they're intimately familiar with the guns that have gotten out through people stealing them from Greg, then they'd think they're like she's pointing a cane at them or something. It'd be like someone walks up and points a quarterstaff at you from 10 feet away, and you're like, haha, what you gonna do with that? And then there's a hole in your chest.
That's a weird thing. Oh god, there's a hole in my head.
Yeah.
But yes, I managed to not only skip merrily home, but dare I say, gaily home as well.
I believe you gaily frolic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, frolicking is had in the snow. It's just so great.
Was it a 3-hour tour?
Boo! Your old man references fall on no one.
Oh please, no one got that.
Yeah, we know. Fucking Gilligan.
So everybody fucking got it.
It's turning into a musical at this point.
Yeah. I've stayed in the rain. Someone yells out the window, "It's snow!"
And Matt is like 0.03 seconds away from busting into full cabaret. He's trying to hold it down so hard. I just think we should all take a moment to appreciate the restraint.
I got this.
Keep it together.
It's really just the fact that if he stands up, his computer's going to go flying.
I think it's more if I stand up, you'll just get like a shot of what I'm assuming is my crotch. Like I don't know where that camera is, because obviously I'm sat on a desk, so when I stand up, you'll just get like leg.
Ooh,
Perfect.
kinky.
I'm Irish. I'm into river dancing.
Me too.
Show me some ankle.
I don't.
So
wanna...
Archer, what's your new group gonna be like?
We're making up for 2 weeks of nonsense. We're going to condense it all down into this first, 20 minutes. And then we're going to
20
actually
minutes.
That's not possible, because if you condense all your nonsense into 20 minutes, that would create a black hole of nonsense that would just draw everything into it and destroy the universe.
It's
It's
true.
true.
Physics.
The asshole singularity.
Always raining on our shit.
Hey, that was my nickname.
Asshole singularity. Oh, now I know how you got your boyfriend. Okay.
Okay, so Greg makes it back to Primrose's house, and she's feeling a-okay.
Hey,
That's a sense I never thought I would hear.
Gay, one might say. I'm sending you a birthday card with that on it, Matt.
I mean, it is my birthday in a month, so.
I was gonna say, I don't care when it is. I'm just gonna send it one day. You can just hold on to it.
Oh, goodness me. Greg, you arrived. You're outside the house. I am assuming you are not being particularly subtle or quiet with your arrival.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, knock, knock, it's your boy. Greg, the inventor of memes.
What's a meme?
It's a
You're lucky Cody isn't here to fight you for that.
knock, knock. Knock, knock, it's Greg. I'm old Greg.
Oh, dear God.
No, don't, no.
Don't ruin it.
Let's leave that
out of a
behind.
shoe.
Stop!
Turns out that's what their fanfic has been leading to this whole time. It's just one big reveal where Greg is actually old Greg.
Eventually.
I think that's the most disgusted I've ever made. Look.
You want to go to a club where people wheel on each other?
I'm gonna leave this party real quick, people.
So, Archer and Rebecca, what's your new group gonna look like?
Look, the Mighty Boosh is peak, British student comedy. Do you not think that I don't know all of it?
Anyway. I knock on the door and I'm like, hey, it's me. It's Greg. I forget how doors work. I know that
Who
this
goes-
thing opens, but I'm not quite sure which direction or how to operate.
Who is responding to this?
Who went to the house? I don't remember. Who all went to
Everybody
the house?
but some NPCs and Eliza
People who
went
are-
to the bar.
Yeah, basically, all the NPCs buggered off because they were not critical for roleplay scenes. So, they have a level of self-awareness.
I love how James you become over the course of the whole campaign with NPCs. It's just like, nah, just to go somewhere.
Originally, the NPCs are kind of interacting, kind of not, kind of doing their own thing. Now it's like, no, they're gone.
That's great.
No, unless you specifically want to interact with them, they fucked off.
You suddenly appear like, oh, hello, I'm here the whole time.
They're at the
I've been here the
NPC
whole
bar down
time,
the
man.
road. All you
So-
did was store gear on me.
So, to answer your question, Rebecca, people in the house are Kid, Utswa, and Flick. And possibly an NPC, if they are relevant for anything at that given moment.
Very cool. Utsua will answer the door, I guess.
Hey, what's
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm very drunk.
Yeah.
Can I come inside? I'm so cold.
I'm sure about that.
What?
Sure, okay.
I'm gonna
Fine.
stumble on in.
Okay. So,
You will not believe the things they have in jars at that bar that they're just giving away.
I know
God.
what they have in bars in that jar. Wait, yes.
Bars don't fit in jars, silly. Greg's just gonna pat her on the head. You're adorable. I love you.
Okay. Hmm.
Where's everybody else?
Apparently they don't. Hmm?
Pardon?
Today. In 2 weeks of nothing, I'm out of practice.
I almost did a spit take there.
They've buggered off. What do you want?
Well, is there a place I should sleep, or am I prohibited from certain areas of Primrose's house? Because honestly, I just kind of want to, like, fuck it up, but
Well, no, I just thought you'd be with Eliza, that's all.
nah. Why would I be with her?
You've been with her the past 12 hours.
Yeah, she's boring. I just wanted to make sure that she stayed alive because you might kill her, and I'm just a touch worried about that because I don't want
Do
you
you
to
have to
get
say
in
that out loud?
trouble.
Don't, shh. Keep your mouth shut about that.
But you said everybody else
Listen.
buggered off.
Not the halfling over there.
So they don't
Blake's
fucking
just stood
care.
in the corner, giving a little wave, like, hey.
I mean, he just kind of slits everybody's throat. I don't think he's one to judge. He talks to dice.
You're so drunk right now.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I consumed a type of paint thinner.
Okay. Well, the cold air outside didn't cure your woes, apparently.
Nope. I'm still deeply conflicted and terribly upset.
About?
Well, I mean, I try not to let Dream Quaylen get to me because he's kind of an ace-hole.
Who the fuck
But,
is Dream Quaylen?
you know, Quaylen, but in dream form, subtly suggesting things that my subconscious deeply wants me to figure out.
Oh, like Dream Prim? Okay.
Yeah, except, you know, far less, gay. But,
You don't know
yeah.
that.
I'm about to say, you don't know Quaylen like I do.
Okay, but, basically, the destruction of the city was my fault entirely. Everything's my fault, and I don't know if I could fix things. I think I've fucked everyone up real bad. I think I messed up.
I mean, define fucked up.
Well, I've probably fucked up things with you, for starters. And then
I
I've
mean,
I mean, the cannons, it's all my design, it's all my... Quaylen wouldn't have figured it out if I hadn't left my notes just lying around, and now the city's gone and there's a flying dickless bastard coming to kill us all. So, it's my fault. A bunch of people are gonna be dead and homeless or worse, and it's my fault. And I don't feel bad at all, but I should, right?
I mean, I kind of wouldn't.
You see, that's why I like you. You don't judge me.
Well,
Or maybe you do, but you do so quietly enough as to where I can ignore it if I needed to. So I appreciate your subtlety.
I judge you quietly in my mind with I guess dream. I can't talk. It's late.
Did I fuck things up between us?
Are you sure she's not here somewhere? Because I swear to God.
No, she only comes into existence when, like, we talk to her, kind of.
I love we're so self-aware about this. That's weird. Okay. I really don't like her. She's kind of not what I imagined at all.
Yeah, well, I think she's nice enough. I don't want her to die. Prim seemed to like her a lot, and as much as
I
I'm not
know.
I'm not a
confused by
huge
that.
fan of Prim, but she made them happy. And they made her happy for however brief a time they were together, and I gotta respect that.
Yeah, I'm working on that whole thing too.
I know you're probably jealous or whatever that Prim didn't marry you, and I get that.
No. Stop. No.
But you loved her. Them.
Them. I knew it wasn't going to work out because it doesn't work out that way. Prim is a very complicated person.
Well, yeah, now they're technically spring, right? That's pretty complicated.
Yeah, like, I really need to talk to them again somehow. I don't know how, but I want to.
I'm sorry, it's
It's okay. They were old, so I've accepted it, and it's fine.
that's not what I'm sorry about.
Okay, well, what are you sorry about?
I'm sorry how I've been treating you the past couple days.
I mean, this is all kind of new and crazy and stressful, so it's fine.
You're still my best friend.
Yeah, you're mine too, so it's fine.
And I mean, I'd like us to be more, but I'm worried that we're all gonna die within the next few days, maybe even hours, depending.
Okay, you really need to talk to Prim. Dream Prim is great to talk to. Anyway.
Fuck's sake, can we stop talking about Prim for like 5 seconds?
Okay.
Like, do you even care?
Care about what?
Me?
What kind of question is that? Of course I care.
Whenever we start talking about whatever the hell our relationship is, you talk about Prim, so it's kind of leading me to some mixed messages. And I am a fragile woman.
Do I do that? I don't.
Well, whatever this is, it looks like you need to work it out with Dream Prim, so I'm gonna go sleep. Good night. And I go wander off somewhere and collapse to the floor.
That sounds
Ow.
fair. That's...
Shut up, Flick. It's not important.
No, you're right. I didn't need that ankle.
I was just going to ask if Flick had any opinions or feelings or reactions to this, private conversation that was just going on, which was I'm assuming we've all been there, where two people, or at least one person, is very drunk and having a very serious private conversation, but doing it in a manner in which an entire street can hear them and have it. And it's like it's not my place to chime in, but I have opinions on what you're saying.
There was a lot of one hand tightly gripped over the mouth to keep from chortling at an audible level. And there was a moment in there where when Greg talked about him speaking to dice, the camera would pan over to him as he's actively rolling the dice in his hand, about to ask them a question. And he just looks at them, looks at her, and just puts them back in the bag slowly.
No, that sounds good to me. That's all you needed out of the scene.
Yeah. Utsa goes back to another room in the back and closes the door.
I'm just trying to let there be one emotional scene in this show that I don't fuck up through trying to be funny. So
that's fair.
like 1 in the entire like year-long campaign would be nice. I don't know. I figured just get my averages up off 0. Be, in everybody's
I was about to
interest.
say Prim dying, but I think you weren't here for it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't here for that. And the first thing I did when we came back was oh no, I didn't crack jokes. That was actually Flick's emotional moment. But anyway, onward.
Alrighty. Archer, thank you yeah, for putting up with all this crap.
58 minutes.
Yeah. Long time. Unfortunately, obviously, last time we put off your scene because we were hoping Varco would be here, but he's not again. So, how do you want to do this? Do you still want to have your interaction or description of what you wanted to discuss, and just have Varco kind of be a little bit more quiet, and I'll just throw in what I think he might say, or?
I don't think at this point he's gonna have much of a conversation because so Keldor's not actually gonna go directly to the town to start with.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be going to the surrounding areas and just trying to get, because like he has any idea of where the town is and like where the dragons are, correct? From what he's been told.
Yeah, you've got like a vague idea. You know the town is at the foot of the mountains, and it's somewhat assumed that hey, dragons like mountains and caves and stuff, so they're probably up there. That's a logical set of assumptions to make.
Okay. So what Keldor, Snowy, and Vaku will be doing is they're not going to the town. They're going to be trying to figure out exactly where the dragons are without getting spotted. So they're going to be moving through the area as stealthily as they can to try and figure out what exactly the situation is.
Alrighty, so obviously you'll come across the town, you'll see the town, or at least some of the outer farms and all of that, and you can just go, alright, go around these, head to the mountain. It's snowing, but not because, peak of winter, it's snowing because you're up a mountain, basically. Yeah, mountains do that. It's a little bit chilly, but for the most part, hey, you're covered in fur, no big deal. What role do we think would be the most appropriate role? Survival?
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to do survival, see if you can get some groundwork on what's what and where's where up in these mountains. All right, with a 25, that's pretty darn good. Yeah, immediately, one thing you notice, there's very few footprints coming out of the town up these mountains. There's very little sign of people traveling between the town and the mountains. It's almost as if it's like a no-go. We don't go up there. It's scary. But you get a little bit further out, and you definitely start to find signs of humanoid footprints. Specifically, things that resemble orcs. And then as you look around a little bit, interspersed between all of these orc footprints, you can make out some reptilian-esque footprints. Three-pronged. And they come in a variety of sizes. Some large, as if humanoid-sized. Some small, as if, like gnome-sized. And very, very rarely, as in you see maybe one huge, a footprint so large that you could stand in it. It leaves almost a good 2-3 foot crater into the earth itself. And all of these, they all seem to be heading up the mountain. For whatever reason, they had been down here. One thing you can very quickly and easily come across. It's not super far away from the town settlement area, but it's a decent enough distance. You can find the remnants of a small camp. It at some point was probably a lot larger. You can make out some destroyed tents and signs that there was a form of community here, but that long gone. Well, not long gone, maybe like a couple of months or so. So you can find that, and you can see plenty of footprints heading up the mountain further away from here.
And you said the camp was abandoned?
Abandoned, destroyed, attacked.
I'm gonna go into the camp, kind of look around it.
Right, yeah. You wanting to roll stuff for this, or you just wanting to...
It's more just kind of looking around, and since it would have been pretty late at night, he's gonna find a safe place to basically hide and sleep the night away.
Yeah. Quite easily you can find, there's one slightly more solid structure. It hasn't stood the test of time and not being tended to for how many days, weeks, or months. But it's there. It's functionable. It seems to have a very tribal quality to it. There's displays of strength and power. A few battered old weapons strewn around, totems and marks of, of martial prowess. So, oh, look, here's the skull of a giant. Here's, a saber-toothed tiger's, tail. Just very cliched masculine manners of showing off. I'm so big and strong. Look at the thing I killed. But stuff like that strewn all over the place. There is the tatters of a banner. The banner seems to have the depiction of a black claw mark on it, but that banner looks as if it was not only cut down, but basically frozen solid and shattered into tiny pieces.
Cool. Yeah. Keldor's gonna bed down for the night. Paco in his owlbear.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Whew. Okay, everybody's sleeping. Everybody's getting good sleep.
I am staying up to
Flick.
guard the house.
That sounds fair. That sounds like a Flick thing to do.
Yeah.
And
right. Just to clarify, I'm in a dark, hidden space up, like right inside the front door. I'm gonna be within 10 or 15 feet of the front door. I'm gonna go find the deepest shadow I can up in like the top corner. I'm pointing upwards. You guys can't see my hands. Up in the top corner of a room, and I'm going to Spider-Man myself up there with the troll gut rope, and basically just like spend the night up there, carving or something.
Sounds good to me.
In a very smelly hammock.
Nice. Sleeping times. Do people want dream sequences, or do you think you're good?
I mean, can't go wrong with some drama.
Alrighty. Dream sequences. Who to start? Well, Flick, you don't get one.
Oh, I make my own.
You're awake. You can't have a dream sequence when you're awake.
It's called an imagination, Matthew. What do you think we're
never
doing
heard of
right now?
Shh. You cannot have a sequence which involves delving into the subconscious. daydreaming is a semi-active thing. You are choosing to do it. You begin.
That's all
The-
dreams for me, so I don't know the difference. I have
Yeah,
cognitive
well.
dreams, so.
You're right, Matt. We wouldn't want to shake the walls of this sturdy foundation of separation from reality we've created here. Everything would
Shut
come
up,
tumbling
Click.
down.
Suddenly, Flick finds himself dead.
No, not
Troll got
dead,
rubbed,
just
strangled you in
flying
your
through
sleep.
the air at 100 miles an hour. Just like he got flipped.
At exactly the velocity it takes me to never come back down. That's the
He
Team
just
Rocket
goes into
velocity, I think
orbit.
it's called. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a question. Is it a globe? Or is it a flat world?
We never
I'm
really
about to find
established that. We
out.
made one joke about it at the beginning, like in session 1, and never established anything since then.
I mean,
It is a globe, but it's a snow globe.
so what you're saying is like the sky is like the actual thing, and then like lights little chips in it.
Yeah, perfect.
And
You
so
got it.
you're going, and then you go poof into the
You've
side
seen
instead of going
through all the
orbiting.
programming.
All right.
You're now one of us enlightened folks.
Well, I was about to say, you want to know the plot twist? Yes, it is like a snow globe, except you on your entire planet, but you comprehend, is merely one of the little flakes.
Oh dear, that means we're gonna
no!
smash into other ones.
Yeah.
Very hashtag deep, you guys. Can we move on?
I feel like you're belittling me.
Oh, I am.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Yeah,
beat her
we're
to the
good.
punch.
Dream sequences, that's what we're doing. This is what I get for not planning. Let's see what psychological trauma I can inflict on people by pulling it out my ass.
This is what you get for asking instead of just going, no dream sequences tonight.
I want to give you stuff that you're interested in.
I mean, I'm always interested in seeing you pull stuff. No, never mind.
Ha! All right,
That's not a non-Twitch affiliated channel.
Let's start with Keldor. Keldor.
Ironically, they make more money than we do.
Of course they do. Keldor. Dreaming. What is an average Keldor dream?
I don't think he has an average dream.
Stealing kills from lions on the savannah. Chasing Simba into the desert.
Musical numbers.
Okay,
Gonna
so
look great in the movie next week. Great.
so let's just assume average Keldor dream, is some kind of happy thought. What are Keldor's happy thoughts?
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
We can't keep making Disney references. We'll sue.
Really, it's his home.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who has a decent one.
Yeah. Left.
So Keldor, you've got your home in your head. You've got it. You're there with mom and dad and sisters, and just things are nice. This is the world you know you could live in. And to add more to it, camera pans and you can look out the window, and out there in the world you can see not just humans, but creatures of all shapes and sizes just existing. You can make out I forgot what you called them, but your monster squadron, basically. You just see the ooze kind of bobbing along, and people are like, "Hey,
Monstrous
Mister."
Regiment.
That's it. People are like, "Hey, what's up, ooze?" And it kind of shapes into a thumbs up. And
I love it. That's great.
like you can just see it, and you are experiencing this world, and these are nice, happy, pleasant thoughts. This is a world that you are totally certain could exist. And it is a nice, peaceful, happy dream. And I don't even need to ruin that. That's just the thing. Because Keldor is basically the bastion of hope. So I believe his subconscious doesn't think it's all going to fail and fall apart. I believe Keldor is 100% sincere in his belief, like, this is going to work.
And if it doesn't, I'm going to make it work.
Exactly. So I don't feel any need to, do it. And then everything sets on fire and the monsters start killing. Like, no. Keldor, you just have a pleasant, happy, relaxing, potential vision of what you think the future can be.
Now cut
Okay.
to Flick's daydream, and he's just envisioning.
Well, if this happened to this city, and then this is the next biggest city where Keldor lives, oh my god, it's gonna happen here too!
So we have determined that Flick has anxiety.
Yeah.
There's no
Not bad.
question there.
The trauma-induced stutter from the first 10 or 15 episodes wasn't enough to cement that in people's heads.
Not
All right,
everyone
next
who
person.
stutters has anxiety.
That's true.
There's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff about, like, just, I forget the word, the all-encompassing word to mean not just a stutter, like all the speech impediment. That's the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff to look into psychologically on that.
Okay, want to talk about it now? Let's do that.
Well, I was saying, but I am not skilled or smart enough to discuss all of it, so I don't have much to say on it.
I'm joshing you. It's fine.
But what I am skilled and smart enough to do is punch Greg in the emotions. Hey, Greg, dream sequence. As somebody who spent way too much time drunk, drunk dreams are never fun. Because what you do remember is, the severe dehydration and headaches, and everything is ever so slightly distorted and kind of like swirls because you can't focus on anything, even though you're unconscious. So, Greg, you think you recognize where you are in this dream, and it's not, surprise, surprise, it's not your shop. It's different. It's a different place. It's actually Utswa's shop, because Greg apparently just loves shops. Except, it's almost as if, MC Escher drew the shop. Everything is stretched and distorted, and the stairs don't lead where they should go, and the window is it's a tuna. I don't know.
This is accurate for the shop in general. This is fine.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to describe something weird.
And you're there. It's the dream. You're having some conversation which you don't really remember because you don't need it. But you're just chatting to Utswa in your dream, and then partway through the conversation, Utswa calls you Primrose. You turn, you look in a mirror. You do not see Greg, you see Primrose.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait. What was that? Oh my goodness, we have a raid.
Ooh, a thing. Hello.
Variant rolls raiding with a party of 16.
Nice.
Holy
Welcome
moly.
to the shit show.
Yeah. Welcome to psychological horrors.
Welcome to
Welcome to the
feelings.
drama. We're glad you're here.
New channel theme song. I like it.
So, Greg, how do you feel looking in the mirror and not seeing yourself? You see Primrose.
Well, if I'm Primrose, I'm gonna do something that Primrose should have done. I turn back to Utsua
Oh,
and I tell her that I love her. That's it.
Hands up if you didn't see that coming.
Right. You tell the ever so slightly distorted, drunk-induced Dream Utswa that you love her. Drunk Utswa. That's not a word. Not Utswa, Dream Utswa. There. Just gonna look at you baffled. Like, that doesn't sound right. You're not really them, are you? You're
No.
never them. You're never going to be them. Why aren't you them? They'd be better.
Oh.
I wish it were them.
I'm gonna run out of the shop.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at your trauma. It's just I have no
No,
other
yeah.
response. I laugh when I don't know what to do. All right, yeah. You run out of the shop. You step out of the shop, and you find yourself, in your shop, because these are like the two set pieces I have for Greg historically.
Yeah.
And you see Dream Quaylen. He sat there looking like an asshole. He just kind of looks and he goes, "She's right." Yeah. You ever just, thought about it?
About what?
Yeah. Stuff.
Wow, that's really deep, Quail, and I'm so glad I dream teleported back into your asshole company.
Fine. I'll stop the charade. I'll stop. We won't have all of this nonsense. Sharp disappears. Quaylen's not there. You're talking to you. Just you. You're surrounded by nothingness. It's not even, it's not even like, ooh, a white room or any, not like just nothingness. And you are talking to, not even a physical representation of yourself. Basically, just like an outline of what you would be. You are talking to your subconscious, essentially. Just kind of letting us, Greg, we're monsters. Like, and not in the same way that, like, ooh, we don't quite fit into society because we were born and looking different. Like, no, that's a separate thing. That's basically a racist deal. We're monsters in the pure and simple fact that we have no remorse for any of the actions we have ever taken, and we should.
Well, what the fuck do you want to do about it? Because all I'm hearing is a lot of finger pointing and not much, like, I don't know, suggestions. Aren't you supposed to be deep-rooted knowledge that fixes things?
We fix things, like, by not being around to do any more. We ruin other people's lives.
So what, just leave? Can't leave them. They're expecting me to talk to the fucking dragons for some reason.
Okay. Well, you know what? I am saying it because I'm the thoughts you don't want to admit you have. You know why it feels good when you get hurt?
Because I'm a sadomasochist?
Because on some level we feel like we deserve that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
And what's the ultimate pain?
You're saying I need to die?
I'm saying we think we need to. On some level, that thought lingers. It's always there. We might not like to think about it. We might not like to admit it to ourselves. But, when we're alone and scared and hurt, it's there.
Well, I made a promise. I promised I wasn't gonna die. And I'm sure as hell not gonna die just because some weird, vague outline tells me I should. And I'm not gonna feel bad because people are dead. People die all the time. And who cares if it's my fault? If I look at it in a very self-centered point of way, everything's my fault. I've learned to live with that. Even monsters deserve to live.
All right. These are good words. These are strong words. Just hope the real words, not. Well, we'll see. By the way, you should probably go drink some water because you're about to wake up and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I deserve that.
cool. I don't know how to end these things. How does one stop talking to their subconscious?
Well, I guess I better just shoot myself, and I dream shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, you wake up. The room is spinning. Your mouth feels like it is stuffed full of cotton balls. It's not pleasant.
Well, shit. Why do I drink? This always happens. Oh, jeez. I just chug all of my water skin, I guess.
Good call.
Just so thirsty. Greg's always thirsty, but exceptionally thirsty.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
And for water
It's
this
okay.
time.
I got it.
And final dream sequence. Utswa. What's a normal dream for Utswa?
Pie.
Yep, pie.
It's canon.
It's pie with 3.5 pie with mathematical pie on top of it.
Perfect.
Just everywhere.
So it's both tasty, satisfying, and psychologically satisfying.
I mean, she did her own bookkeeping, so yes.
Okay. So you are a mathematical constant. You're experiencing that. You're feeling that.
Like a pie. Oh my god.
She's just suspended there forever trying to cut a piece of pie that is exactly pie. Can never quite do it. Can never pull the trigger.
And for some reason, she has lobster claws. I can't hold this fork and knife.
Vodka, what are you doing in my dream?
All right, you know what? Yeah, screw it. We're saying dumb things. Those dumb things are going to come back to bite you in the ass. being able to feel as a mathematical constant, you feel as if you are going, you are perpetually existing, you are going further and further and further into your life, but you can never quite reach an end because nothing finishes. You are forever incomplete. You cannot be fulfilled because you cannot reach an end point.
Forever slicing that pie.
You keep trying to slice to get that perfect thing. It's 3.14, it's 3.1415, it's 3.1415. I forget what comes after that. 14159. I don't know. It's been a long ass time since I had to know about shit.
No, you're correct. That's correct.
And it just keeps going, and you can never attain that perfection that you strive for. Whatever it is that you are so desperate to achieve by doing this will never, ever happen.
These lobster claws are shit. God damn it.
Just in case losing your shop wasn't enough.
Yeah. So pull them off like gloves and have her little hands there.
Alright, you pull off the lobster claws. Underneath the lobster claws, you find 2 sock puppets.
Oh no!
This is better
One.
control, actually.
One sock puppet represents Primrose. It's very obvious. One sock puppet represents Greg.
Oh no.
They start making out.
Well, you've just got sock puppets. And they're going. You can't understand what they're saying. They are the parents in Charlie Brown. They go,
This is highly entertaining. Why is this so entertaining? Oh my goodness. You want some pie? I got plenty of pie.
The Greg sock puppet pulls out a little gun. It shoots the Primrose sock puppet in the head. You feel that. You feel the sensation. You feel your own life essence, your own blood dripping out of Primrose's sock puppet head.
That would be weird.
Well, it's still your hand in the fucking sock puppet.
I know.
Wait, how does the sock puppet Greg hold the sock puppet gun?
With the mouth.
Skill.
I don't have a sock
Like, is it like
puppet.
taped to the side?
Yes.
It just kind of works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So imagine
Magnets.
sock puppet. Sock puppet.
It's
No, that's what we
it's
have
a
here in
gun.
Canada.
It's a gun of pie crust. It makes sense. Just go
Yeah,
with it.
it's got a little pie crust gun like there, and it bends down, it picks it up, and it just like, it's kind of like Velcro, and it's just, you don't even hold it; it's just like Velcroed onto where Greg's hand is, and the Greg sock puppet before it shoots goes wah, wah. So yes, you are feeling your own life, a part of yourself, in Primrose, dripping out of you as your hand begins to disappear, as if it never existed, as if nothing it ever did mattered or was relevant.
Remind me to never let you into my actual dreams.
Yeah, fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, I'll tell you to kill yourself. No.
I'll do that on my own. Thank you. That's enough.
Dark, fuck.
Listen, I was a teenager once. It's fine. Well, that was rude. Do you really have to do that? Just gonna put the Greg puppet on top of a pie and just leave it there. Time out.
As you do that, you take the Greg sock puppet off, you put it on the pie. It sits up on its own. It looks at you. Uh-uh-uh. Uh-uh-uh.
Okay, first of all, Greg does not sound like that.
Uh-uh.
No.
It gets a little bigger.
How much bigger is bigger?
Well, it was originally the size of the sock puppet, so dwarf hand sized. Now it is, it just perpetually just goes thwum, 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 until it's the same size as you, and then bigger, and then bigger, until the world, everything around you is the Greg sock puppet.
Oh.
Alrighty then.
It's almost as if everyone in this party is insane.
Is there still pie?
No, it has been consumed by the Greg sock puppet.
You know, it wasn't a played-out trope when I made my character.
You had your pie. What do you want?
The sock puppet looks down at you, shakes its little head, and explodes.
As you do.
Into a flurry of small petals that just scatter onto a snow-driven metal. Hits the snow. It seems to spread as a splatter of red liquid hitting.
Am I the only one who that turned into super robot-y and I didn't understand a word of what he said?
No, I heard it.
Okay, just me.
Well, that means it's gone like that on the stream then. Shit. Alright, so basically, sock puppet exploded into a bunch of flower petals. As the flower petals hit the snow, it looks as if, a big, giant blood splatter has occurred.
Were the petals pink?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This isn't funny anymore. We could stop now.
I mean, no. Nah. Because, well, it is funny. It's actually really, really funny. Because I'm pretty sure I gave you a job. Didn't I? We just making faces now?
Is the voice coming from a particular place or is it just all around encompassing?
Everywhere.
I will get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, no, that's not how the world works, is it? Now, because if people, oh, I'll do it when I get to it, things wouldn't get done. Oh, I'll just get to feeding the children. Oh, if you never do, then they die, don't they? I'll just get to negotiating that peace contract so wars don't occur. Well, if you don't, people die. So, you know what? Incentive. How about... Yeah, I'm just going to take some of your fingers.
Pretty sure you can't do that, but
Pretty sure I can.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that one.
I'm pretty sure I can. Because, yeah. You remember that old Primrose sock puppet that you were just having so much fun with? Look at your hand.
I'm dreaming. What about it?
Your middle finger on that hand doesn't exist. It has gone.
Okay, I'm dreaming. What about it?
Dreams have more power than we think they do. So, yeah, that's mine now. If you do the job, you might get it back. And every day you don't, I'm just going to take more stuff.
How about you tell me why?
Because I feel like it.
You just feel like killing a cleric.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to kill them? Kill her.
Well, then I'll take all my powers back.
That's fine.
All right.
Not scared anymore. I can do it my own. I can protect my own self without your powers. Take them back. It's fine.
You do know what that would mean, right? I mean, what is the last thing you accomplished that didn't require my powers?
How about you get out and leave me alone? Just get out. I'm done. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I can protect myself. I have people to help me protect me. I don't fucking need you.
Is it really protecting yourself? Relying on others to do it for you?
It's enough.
All right. You've got one more day to do the job. After that, I'm taking everything.
It's fine. Count down then.
Shall do. Enjoy the dread.
Can I wake up now, please? Can I wake up now, please?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay, got it. Utsa wakes up and she's in a room that's full of plants. And it's very comforting.
Where you've been sleeping, you feel something slightly damp, maybe ever so slightly sticky nearby, like where you've been sleeping.
You take my goddamn finger for reals?
Yeah.
No.
Your hand is covered in blood. Your middle finger is missing. You got. I don't know how Utswa sleeps. Sleep with hand under head or like on. You've got a big blood stain somewhere.
Is she in the same room as me?
No,
Utswa went to. Yeah, Utswa went to her own special room.
Okay.
Utsa once went to Prim's room in that house.
All right.
It was just staring at her hand, turning it over a couple times. Greg!
I'm gonna come running in. I'm like, what happened? I'm fine. Where the fuck is your finger?
That he took it.
I didn't. Wait.
He took
who
it.
took it?
He took it.
Who
He
took
took
it?
it. He
Who's
took
he?
it. You know who he is.
Okay. Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Only if you touch stuff.
I haven't tried anything yet. I don't know.
Where's the rest of your finger?
I don't know. He took it.
Okay, okay. This is gonna suck really bad,
What?
but I'm gonna cauterize the wound.
No, you're not. No,
I
you're
come running
not.
around the
Well-
corner.
Where the fuck is your finger?
Well, I mean, do you want to keep bleeding on shit or like?
No.
Then just let me.
No.
Cauterize.
No. Uh-uh.
I've been watching the front door all night.
Uh-huh.
Who is he still here?
I have daggers in my hands.
Probably. You better fucking leave, though.
Okay, so what? Since you won't let me burn your flesh, reasonable. What do you want to do?
Uh, um. I don't feel very good.
Can you let me bandage it up at least?
Uh-huh. That's.
I'm
Okay.
like looking around the house for somebody.
All right, I'm gonna start bandaging her hand.
Ow! God damn it! No.
Well, I mean, you won't let me cauterize it, so.
Of course not. Fucking.
Flick, when you look around my house, like, nothing has
Like-
moved, nothing has snuck in, nothing has done anything.
Checking all the entry points, all the doors and the windows, all the ways I would come in.
Yeah. Undisturbed,
Oh.
untouched.
So it was your patron, right? I didn't like drunkenly cut off your finger, did I?
Not again, no.
Um.
Your hesitation really worries me.
Yeah, it was,
Extremely so.
yeah, I think it was him. Because I told him to get the fuck out.
Look, speaking from experience, you get used to not having all your fingers.
I like that finger. I could flip people off with it. Really good.
Yeah, well, I liked my ring finger because it was nice, but it's gone now.
I use that finger all the time, man.
It just looks weird now.
Yeah, you get used to it. It's fine. Losing a finger ain't the end of the world.
It looks like I'm continually giving people the Spock.
I mean, that's fine. I guess it's perfectly fine.
I come tearing back into the room.
Okay, no one came in. I can't see how anybody got in here. They must use magic.
It wasn't. It was a magic bean.
They're in my head.
Yeah, it's a long. Look, listen. It's you're just gonna have to believe us that a dude in her
Okay,
head took your finger.
No, I'm willing to believe you, but what are we're saying? Something inside Prim's head cut off her finger. That's what
What?
we're saying, right?
It's
Prim.
What I'm believing?
I'm not Pram. We're talking about.
Or it's fine.
Sorry.
It's all right. You get used to being called prim after a while.
Hey.
Well, we are in her house. I might have her on the mind a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You're not gonna die. You bled a lot, but you're not gonna die.
Okay, so just, if we don't have this knowledge, it's okay. But can the thing in her head cut off other people's fingers? Is this?
I don't know.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes, I'm on the your hesitation is alarming page as well.
It's gonna be okay. Just everybody remain calm.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
I
everyone
start checking
starts
my hands
laughing like maniacally.
like a giant hyena only can.
Go.
Keldor's
Where are you? Oh.
Keldor's not even in the same area.
Yeah, I know.
Who did you say
I
was
was
laughing?
confused.
Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Look,
Jesus.
we gotta go talk to the dragons, right? That's the thing we gotta do today.
Uh,
I don't. Maybe we got to stop parts of us from disappearing first. Maybe we should get that under
Well,
control
how the
before
fuck
we.
are we gonna stop that?
I don't know anything about it.
I
I
already
just know I
told
want it
him.
to not happen.
I already told him to fuck off. He said 24 hours from now, he'd fuck off. But I don't know what else he's gonna take in the meantime.
So who is? I don't understand what we're talking about. Is this a ghost? Is this an
Yeah.
angel or a demon? What are we?
Okay. You know, do you know how warlocks work? Probably not. I don't think you do.
No.
Oh, good. They're crazy.
Well, I got that part.
It's like you have an imaginary friend who's also
it's
your
not my
sugar
friend.
daddy.
No.
And yeah, and this imaginary sugar daddy gives you stuff, but it can also take stuff away when you don't do what he wants.
So it gives you stuff like your powers. Is that?
Yes. Very good, Flick.
Ah. Hey, I like you. Don't screw it up.
I'm just saying you got it right, which is nice. Saves
I know.
me some explanation.
Your
This was
sarcasm is on
checking.
par with mine, so I gotta take it down a peg every once in a while. It's anyway. This okay. So I think I have a better grasp on it now. I'm no less terrified, but I understand a little bit. So but the 24-hour ticking clock, right? Sounds like even more urgent than the dragons at this point, and probably not something that we should overlap with whatever we're gonna do with said drag. I really don't want to go in there and be like, oh yeah, and we have only 24 hours to do this other thing while we're doing this.
You know what? Okay.
So what do you
I'm
want
not
us to do?
gonna. I'm not gonna be being the one killing a cleric today. So he can go fuck right off. Fuck right off.
Okay, is that what's on the table here?
Uh
Is that what he's
huh.
asking you to do?
Yeah. And I said no.
Well, good. A points for you. Yep. Pat on the back. Why did this question come? Does he normally ask you to do stuff like this? Is this like a thing that you guys have?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So like he gives you sugar and you use it to inflict his will upon the mortal coil. Is that the general idea?
I use it to murder people. It's fine.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it can be. Has to be the right person for me, but you know, that line is becoming increasingly blurry as we go along. So at this point, so he's asking you to kill Eliza?
Mm,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
just because he's a fucking
Well-
asshole. That's fine. Just because he fucking wants to.
Okay. You sure? I get that. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with your assessment of him at all. You know him better. But are you sure it's not like some more ulterior motive? Like she's not like the first domino in a line of dominoes that, because all I know about beings from other planes is that when they're trying to set up Machiavellian plans like this, it normally has like, it's normally more than what you see, right? Because that's how I trick people, is I let them see the one thing while I do the other thing, right?
Flick. Does it matter why he wants to kill her? We're not gonna kill her. She's not gonna die. It's gonna be okay.
But does it matter why he's forcing her to try and kill her? Does it matter if he knows how she'll react and is playing her like a well-tuned instrument? That matters, because
I've
that's
killed
what
a lot.
I would do.
I've killed a lot of people. I don't know. I just more people I kill, the more powers I get.
Okay, so that seems like a pretty predictable response. That's something I would look for in somebody I'm trying to fleece and take advantage of. So how well does he know you? How does he like, can he like hear your thoughts, or does he just know what you say to him?
He's in my head. I don't know.
Okay, sorry, I'm not, I know, we're on fragile ground here. I get it. We're all treading on that iceberg, trying not to let it flip over in the middle of the ocean, right? I heard about that one time in a bar. I hope it applies. So, just, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. Now, I feel better because I know what's going on, but this seems like it seems like we're being played more than we realize. And maybe
Well, I mean, we've been dealing with this for a long time now. I've known this since I've met her, and it usually hasn't been a problem because the people that he's had her kill are just guards.
Oh, okay. Like evil guards or just like
Well, I mean, most of the guards in Dunkirk were evil.
I'll take your word for it.
Good
I didn't know
question,
too
Matt.
many good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Does Utma know what her patron is, like what he actually is?
I don't believe at any point you had a sit-down conversation and this person went, "Oh, by the way, here is a full description of who I am, what I can do." I think it's more like you heard a whispering in your ear, like, "Hey, you want cool magic powers? Go kill a dude and I'll give you some."
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So no idea what he is. Okay, cool. Never mind then.
So basically, we can do nothing. That's what you're saying.
I guess I agree. Now that I have taken this long train to get to the same point that you were already at.
Yeah.
That,
you
yeah,
can-
there's not a lot that we can really do against that.
Well, I mean, we can talk to him.
I don't know how.
Well, if he's in
Well,
your head, he's probably listening.
the last time I spoke with him, you were really, really mad.
Yeah.
So if we make you really, really mad, could we talk to him?
In theory, I guess, but I already told him to fuck off, so I don't think it's gonna matter what you say.
So if I were to destroy Primrose's house, he wouldn't show up.
Don't you fucking dare!
Are you getting really, really mad?
I can't tell if you're teasing me or not. I'm not happy with it.
You're really mad? Greg's just gonna slowly like push a vase of plants towards the edge of
Greg!
Dead
Wait,
ass
yeah.
eye contact, like going, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Crash.
Greg. Oh! Greg, don't.
Look, I don't want to have to do this, but if we need to
Then
speak to
don't!
them,
Are we
Oh!
sure we want to talk to this guy? I don't know. I'm not sure what we want to do.
should we go about plans as usual? I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of already
Yeah, that's-
pushing this vase pretty close to the edge of this dresser.
Another one, Jesus Christ, now!
I mean, it's going.
It's because we're like, holds it, like, no! Her eyes are yellow now. You're making something happen.
Uh-oh.
Can you stop?
But I mean, isn't this what we want?
I don't know what we want. I don't know what we want. I laugh. I'm nervous.
I don't know either. I really don't want to trash Primrose's house because I have conflicting feelings.
Okay.
Flick walks over and kicks Utsu on the shin.
I will end you.
Ah!
Her eyes flash
Double
back
check.
red briefly.
Yeah.
Briefly,
It's like
come back
kick
to
and
yellow
immediately
now.
dive.
She's charging a blast now. It's like,
Okay.
just gonna bring it back. Just gonna bring it back. Just gonna bring it back.
No, but she was gonna break the vase. Look at her.
Okay. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you right now,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure it's gonna upset you. But I
Oh.
think that's what we need.
Okay.
I fucking hate Primrose.
I know you do.
But you don't understand the level at which I hate her. I'm glad she's dead. I'm glad that they're dead.
Death wish and an insult.
Ow.
Because I'm selfish and I wanted them to be dead. Because maybe then you would stop fucking talking about them all the time. If maybe, just maybe, they stopped existing altogether, I could stop hearing the name Primrose.
Utsu walks out of the room.
Vaco, I think this just got real.
Rocco's not even there.
I thought he was just invisible again.
I reach out and feel nothing.
Damn it.
It's fine. It's just fine.
No, you need to hear this. And you need to address the fact that it is not fine that I wanted someone you cared about dead. We have to talk about this.
You want to talk about it? Like this? Her eyes flash red. Again, stay red a little bit.
Yeah, I do want to talk about it. Because obviously, I'm just Primrose number 2, right? That's all I've been, that's all it's ever gonna be, right?
No!
That's all half-orcs are, right? That's why you were so happy when you first saw me, because you're just like, oh great, a replacement for the crutch that I've been leaning on for how many years?
Now you're just being rude about all of it.
I'm being honest. Because this is how I feel. This isn't even about making you angry anymore. This is about the fact that we have a flying city full of death coming towards us, and I might not get the chance to talk about this ever again, and you never seem to want to talk about it. There's always something else going on, something else we gotta do. I'm sick of it!
Mm-hmm. Uto leaves the house. We can go to break now.
All right, yeah, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and I don't know what we're gonna get back to. So we'll.
Drama Llama City, that's where we're going back to.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Archer, do your thing. Throw us for break screen. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everybody. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We are going to be jumping straight back in to this. There are no accurate words to describe this aside from tense.
This is a good way to describe this.
Yeah. So, where we had left off, Greg was trying to purposefully enrage Utswa in the hopes that some benevolent higher power would make themselves aware. So that's where we are.
Control.
Little bit.
Okay, so do we just carry on now? Is that the assessment? Or are
No,
we trying
I'm
to talk
going
to
after
this
her.
guy?
I'm
Yeah.
just going after it. So I'm like, stop running away from this conversation.
I'm not running away from the conversation. Sorry, what?
You're literally running out of the house right now.
Because you're gonna burn it down. I don't want to be inside of it when you burn it down.
I'm not burning down the fucking house.
Okay, fine. Do you want to know the relationship we had for 30 years? Do you? I can tell you.
That'd be a start.
You assume it was romantic. It was not romantic. You assume a lot of things about me.
Well, I kind of have to since you don't fucking tell me anything.
Do you ask me? You don't ask me.
Yes!
When did you ask me?
I asked you when we first met what your relationship with Prim was.
Well, Prim was still alive at that point, so doesn't matter. Prim was my Prim. They were my rock.
What the fuck does that mean exactly?
It's what you're supposed to be. You were my rock too. I can have two rocks, you know? Prim was my sister. That's how it felt. We were close. 30 years close. Only way I can explain it without it being stupid or ridiculous or making you more mad than you seem to already be.
I'm mad because you don't talk to me.
I don't know how
Everything.
to talk to people. You
I'm
know
not
this.
people.
What do you mean you're not people? You're a people. What are you talking about?
I'm not. I'm. I thought we were closer than that. Where we had gotten past that.
Past what?
Keeping secrets. I've told you everything.
It's not a secret. It was never a secret. I don't know what you mean.
Then why did you never just address it?
But I didn't have to.
I grabbed something else from your shop before we left.
Okay.
And I pull out the paper lantern that I had made. It's broken and it's singed and it doesn't work anymore. Why didn't you ever just say that that was what your relationship was? Why can't you talk about relationships?
Because they're difficult. I don't know how to talk about. You want me to say it? You want Fine. Oh, it's so hard. Fucking. Remember what you said before? And with the eyes and the U's.
What?
You give me that lantern. The lantern says I love you too. And that's what it says to me. That's what I knew, so
Bruce.
what?
I don't know what the hell that was.
Get out of here, Jeremy! Get out of here!
I'm sorry about what I said.
Sure? I don't know. Are you sure about that? I know you didn't like them. I know.
I never wished death upon them. I didn't, especially now that they're dead. That seems kind of shitty.
A little bit.
Redundant.
Yes, thank you, Flick.
Redundant.
What's happened with you and Eliza?
There is no me and Eliza. She's just a person who I was trying to help because I wanted to help Prim because I was trying to help you. It's complicated.
Uh-huh.
I thought there's something fishy about that woman. And
I know. And it's
I was
bothering
trying to
me.
get close to figure out what it was. And
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry I did that, and I'm sorry that I denied that there was anything between us, because obviously there is, I hope, maybe still.
Yes! There is.
And now there's a giant floating city following us, trying to kill us. and we can't do anything about it.
Yes, we can. We can go up there and fucking talk to dragons or something. Right? So we're fucking here?
Right.
I agree. Something is very strange about this woman that Prim married. It doesn't make sense to me. The Prim I knew would not have married a person like that. So yeah, something is very wrong with that.
You're not gonna kill her, are you?
I could kill the armor.
Why? What's with the armor? You think that has something to do with this?
I kind of do. She hasn't taken it off in like a week. That's not normal.
I mean, I never take off my duster or my guns.
Flick. Did Eliza wear the armor all the time before Prim died?
Flick.
Oh, no.
Oh
Not
god,
after
we've
the
bored
dinner.
him to death.
Look over, I'm just a skeleton.
I don't know who we're talking for. Oh gosh.
You look
I-
around at the world around you and everything is dust.
I specified that I was trying to stay back at the house, like out of earshot, so as not to eavesdrop on you. But
Oh.
yeah.
At
Flick.
2 in the
Yeah?
morning.
Yeah.
Keep
I
the
don't
noise
care.
down.
Okay, I come over.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, Eliza, I know it's a very strange term, but listen. Eliza,
Uh-huh.
did she wear the armor before Prim died? Like
No,
constantly?
no.
See? Something's up with it. I could probably, 24 hours.
Oh shit, the armor. That explains
Wow.
everything.
Wow, okay.
Right,
Man, I've
well-
been way too focused
Oh, yeah,
on
okay.
other things.
Well, she's gonna be wearing her cleric robes when we go talk to the dragons, right? She's gonna have to take off that armor.
I totally want to destroy the armor when it's off. Totally. Just throw it up the mountain. Something.
Seems like a big assumption that she'll take the armor off to go meet the dragons.
Yeah, I
Seems
don't
like
believe that
the
at
opposite of
all.
what I would do.
I don't believe she's going to take it off. But if she does, I want to shoot that thing with holes.
I'm with ya.
Okay.
If it's fucking with her, yeah, let's put holes in it and drop it at the bottom of the ocean and
Did
under
she
the
act
iceberg
like-
thing.
Did she act like this at all before?
You mean before her wife of a week and a half died in her arms and turned into the season that rebirthed the world? No, she was a little different before that.
Just like, whoa.
She was,
Look,
she was,
We've already dealt with enough this morning. Could you tone it down on the sass just like a touch?
a touch is all I can tone it. That's all my meter goes down. It only goes like a touch down and a touch up, so it's probably going to be imperceptible. But yeah, sorry.
Look, don't lie. It goes a lot more than a touch up.
Like realize he was doing it as he's describing it. It is like,
I'm still doing it.
Could we possibly go talk to some dragons now? Because I don't think my heart can take any more of this.
At 2 in the morning.
Sure. My heart can't take any more of this. Let's go talk to the dragons. That's a sentence I thought I was going to hear today. Okay.
It's a
sure.
little less stressful than relationships.
Well,
Or
especially
Greg.
relationships.
Or-
Jesus.
Or Greg. Utsu grabs your hand, Greg. Or with her
We can
not
elope.
damaged hand.
She reaches out with the one and then changes it, grabs her with the other one.
Goes on the other side of Greg to grab the other hand. Or we go find Eliza, take the armor off, and see what happens.
That seems like a better idea.
I'm on a one-track mind right now. Let's do it.
One
Okay.
track, one finger. Okay, let's go.
I swear to God, I will blow you to pieces.
She'd flip you off if she could.
And take my hand off.
And
Go.
I tumble around the corner.
I wonder if
throw me at
Eliza's
him right now. Throw me at
I
him
wonder
right
if-
now.
No, come on. We got stuff we gotta do.
So,
You're safe for now, little man.
Story of my
in
life.
the pitch black of the early hours of the morning, snow is still falling. It's left a decent settling. Maybe a couple inches or so. It's actually quite pleasant. It's untouched, unbesmirched. You get them good first footsteps into the snow, so you get that crunch. It's very satisfying.
I love how we've been yelling full pitch this whole morning, and everyone's like, "Oh my God,
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, would you shut up?
no!"
Just tell her how you feel.
If you look around at some of the houses, you see a couple of dwarves poking their heads out. One seems to have like a small bowl of popcorn.
Yes, they do.
We worked it out. It's okay.
You can
I
call
think-
the domestic dispute report.
So, in the early hours of the morning, a hungover lesbian half-orc, a dwarf missing a finger, and a halfling storm through the snow to go find a tavern.
Yep. I am keeping an eye out for a board that is large enough for me to use as a sled. Which
You
is
can just rip-
basically any board.
You could take Primrose's door off its hinges.
I'm not going to defile Primrose's house after almost getting shot for sass.
Oh, kid probably has a shield. You can-
Oh, there we go.
yeah, borrow a shield.
His shield is going to be like a toboggan to me.
All right, me and 3 other halflings. Let's go. Or me and Utswa.
Yeah,
So-
well, you guys sit in the sled I'm pulling.
I love that idea. Let's
I got
go.
Utswa to come sit behind me, and then we realized we're just on a slope. No incline at all.
Forward. Hi-ho, Silver, away.
I just like loop some rope through the handle and start pulling them behind me.
Yes,
Oh,
it
this
works.
is so much fun.
If any
Alrighty.
of you yell mush, I'm gonna kill you.
I love you.
I hear if you feed it a carrot, it'll go faster.
I'm right
Hide
behind
behind
you. I can shoot
Utswa.
you right now.
No, he's talking to you saying, Utswa. I think, and he's pointing at Greg saying, I think if we feed it a carrot, it'll go.
Yeah,
I'm saying it was right behind him. She could shoot him right now.
yeah.
Where's insolence?
I'm like climbing behind Utswa to use her as between me and Greg from the stair that is never.
my head can go behind me, and just boom. I could do that.
Let's just
Alrighty.
find the fucking tavern. Jesus Christ.
I'm assuming you are having these very loud public arguments as you are walking towards.
Oh yes, most definitely.
I mean, we've already made so many friends here. May as well
Yeah,
keep
you
up the
see-
trend.
Yeah, you see lots of people's lights turn on and people poke their head out.
Oh no, it's the sock puppets.
No, it's just first thing in the morning. You've woken up from a deep slumber and they can't make words yet.
Everybody sounds like a trumpet for the first.
Yeah, isn't that how everyone else feels when they wake up?
It is.
No.
Oh, that's new.
Anyhow, you find the tavern. You get to the Rusty Rat. It's there. It's a tavern. It exists.
Good. Good to know.
The door isn't open, but it's got a little open sign. It's very quiet in there. There's a small hanging lantern, as if to guide people who are traveling late.
All right.
Wait. What time is it in the morning? Like 4, actually.
It's early.
Like 4. Okay.
2:30,
3 or 4 in the
3 o'clock,
morning.
7, yeah.
God. So sorry.
Normally I would try and quiet this down, but it seems like the last thing I should be doing to this particular pair.
All right. I'm assuming you go inside the tavern.
Yes. And
Yep,
we're looking for Eliza.
Yep. You see a very sleep-deprived female dwarf. She is sat behind the counter. She's got like thick-rimmed glasses on and a small reading lantern. She kind of looks and goes, oh, good morning. It's so late.
Hello.
Are you
I know
looking
it's
for
early.
a room?
Oh.
A room?
Possibly. We're looking for somebody who might be in a room.
That sounds awfully suspicious. I'm not quite sure if I should just let you know who is here, because that sounds like a thing someone looking to murder people ask for.
They're part of they're part of our party. It's fine. Jesus.
This also sounds like thing that someone who was planning a specific murder on a person would say.
You know, she's got a point, but we really are just looking for our friend. I kind of abandoned her in a drunken stupor, and I feel really guilty. I just want to make sure she got some sleep, got somewhere all right.
This sounds acceptable. This is not remotely strange or off-putting. All good friends just abandon their friends and their drunkies. Does this person have a name?
Her name's Eliza. She wears very off-putting armor.
Oh, yeah. You go upstairs. She said she wanted the best room, and then when I told her somebody had it, she disappeared, came back a few minutes later, and said, "Not anymore." So then you go up the stairs, and then you travel to the far end of the hall. It is the big, fancy-looking room.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
maybe we'll go deal with that for you.
If like
You don't think she's actually going to pay, do you?
Oh, no. She's already paid up front.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah.
do you think it's think myself. Do you think Eliza it's like 3 a.m, shut up. Do you think Eliza is actually a warlock? Because that's something I would do.
To be completely fair to her, I only pay attention when she heals my wounds.
You guys are so fucking unappreciative. Let's go.
Seriously,
Yeah, I
good
know.
lord.
Well, she had Prim to pay all this attention to her before. It was
But
actually
not
like they had them.
anymore.
Well, yeah, but now she's been kind of a bitch. So that's why I want to help her.
I look up to her, Craig. I wonder why. Let's go.
Well, at first it was just giving her space, and now it's turned into this whole thing where she's like, totally different person.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
Let's go.
I got this. And I go up to the door and I'm like, you guys hang back. If you hear me scream for help, I need help.
Okay, what if, imagine this, what if you can't scream for help and you still need help?
Yeah,
You'll
I'm with you
know.
on this one.
Okay.
I'm coming with you because this is no.
Okay, well, I'll stay out here.
Look,
Okay.
if we all just start crowding around her, she's gonna get defensive.
Well,
Fine,
yeah,
I have
will
developed-
I agree.
stand. Fine.
The more-
Okay.
I will stay outside.
Look, I don't want to be rude, but she kind of doesn't like you.
I know this. This is very,
I-
very obvious.
No,
Okay.
it's just I have developed a slight rapport, so I think we can do this calmly.
Fine. Okay, fine. I will do a flick and just imagine not killing her. How about that?
You and me can hang right in the hallway.
All right.
We'll be like 10 feet away from her.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Gah.
Hey, it's Greg. Can I come in?
You get no reply.
Can I try to open the door?
Yeah.
I try to open the door.
It's locked.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
All right. Do
Right.
you want to roll open lock for me?
Do you want like a hand with that? Maybe just a little to the left. No, up. No, but just a little down, and then
Yeah,
no,
I got it.
counterclockwise. No,
I got
counterclockwise.
it.
No,
I got it.
softer. No, gentler. You gotta caress it like it's, just take it easy. Just be gentle. Just
With a
let it do the work for
13,
you.
you're trying to do it, and you get a good start on it. Then Flick's advice just, you end up just you haven't broken your lockpick, but you're just getting really frustrated because Flick is trying to tell you so many different things, and you're like, what?
You know what, Flick? Do you just want to do this?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, then do it.
Okay.
And I should have my character sheet up before I make claims like that.
Yeah, you fucking shit.
I really want Utswa and Greg and Flick to have like their own story after this. Holy crap, this is so
I
fun.
want to see. I was gonna say I wanted to see her do better than me, but that's not physically possible.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I think the door blew off. Okay.
I was about to say, you realize don't you have a magic ring that automatically picks locks for you?
But that's nowhere near as impressive.
All right. So Flick, how do you pick this lock? What do you do?
I reach out with the one correct tool and I stick it directly into the right spot, and then I give it one twist counterclockwise, and the door just swings open.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. Whoa.
Hey, you didn't do bad. I think you were doing better before I started talking, honestly.
Yeah, don't patronize me. And I go into the room.
All right. Greg, in the room, the window is open. There is a slight breeze blowing through it. It is pitch black.
Greg's a half-orc chicken.
Yeah, I got dark vision.
Yeah, good. You'll need it.
The sass! My God!
I'm infecting everybody.
You think we didn't have our own sass before you came in? You just make it worse.
Yeah.
That was great.
So
Gas exacerbator.
the room. I'm trying to do something serious here, guys. It's
You're
not
in
gonna
the
happen, but I
wrong
can try.
group.
I can try.
You've cultivated the wrong tribe of idiots for that.
I really have. The room is immensely cold. You've just walked through the snow. It's colder than outside. The wind, you feel it pick up as there is a fluttering. The curtains waft ever so slightly. Well, they don't waft. They do cliche horror film woo type fluttering. They just don't make that noise.
No, they
they
totally
do.
make
It's
that
too late.
noise.
Fine. The curtains go woo.
I love this game. It's great. Go with it.
And over where one would assume a person would be at this time in the morning, asleep in bed. You see the bed is perfectly untouched, made still. What do you do?
Is there anyone in the room besides me?
Do you want to try and see anybody?
Yeah, I do.
Roll for
No,
it.
I just stare at this one point in the room
She's not here, guys.
as
Shit.
I walk in looking for someone.
So
Roll for
what?
me, please. Spot.
Alright. Okay.
For a brief moment, you're fairly certain you. And then you're like, nope, that's just the wooing curtain.
That is a terrible roll you have there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that makes me feel better about it.
As you look, I'm assuming you turn, right? You don't just stand there and go, ooh, like I'm assuming
Yeah.
you turn around and you see a somewhat ghostly image. How dark vision is usually described, at least in 3.5, is everything is in black and white. You basically can see, you can see shapes. You don't see colors. Because it's developed from living in underground / very dark environments. It's more about being able to know that something is there, not know too much about it. But you make out this humanoid figure who is stood behind you next to the door, and they put their hand over the door and they look at you. You go, I didn't say you could come in, did I?
Oh shit.
Really worried about you, so I kind of wandered out in a drunken huff, and I was concerned.
You don't need to worry. Everything is going to be fine.
Eliza?
Oh,
I think you need to take off that armor.
I'm getting within line of sight of sneak.
Yeah, absolutely fine. You can do that. Jake, I think you should mind your own business.
I'm making this my business, Eliza.
Okay.
Oh god.
Fuck. Okay. Uh-huh. Greg, what's your AC?
Oh, shit. Let me check.
Eliza's way over 4 hit dice, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy bit.
My
Enough.
AC is 21.
21. Alright, well, Eliza rolled a crit, which is why I said, oh fuck.
Oh.
And you feel a hand press against your chest, and then you feel a big gust of wind coming from behind you and around you as the room seems to move. No, you have just been shoved, knocked back, punted the 20 feet across the room and out the window.
Okay.
Just think of an air cannon stuck
Can-
to your chest and you're launched out the window.
Can
What
I
does she-
possibly react and do something?
You want to fire shots as you're falling out the window? Hell yeah, because that's cool as fuck.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to use my new grappling hook thing going on.
Oh,
And-
Oh, that would be a good idea
ooh.
too.
And like
Even
lasso
cooler.
her
And-
to pull her with me out the window.
Oh.
Yeah. Do it.
All right,
Someone's excited.
time to break out the good old rope skills.
Okay. As she gets punted, Flick is whipping out the troll gut rope to do something with it. And
Can we-
then I'm going to see that she's pulling out her grappling hook, and we're going to see how this goes. And that's going to determine what I do with the troll gut rope.
Radio.
Flick, are you still with an Uthas on his site? Because
Well, the way I'm
That's
imagining it is
impressive.
I'm peeking around the corner of the door, and you're right behind me in like
Okay.
the doorway.
cool.
Because I would have had us like as close as possible to that door, like practically with my
Gotcha.
ear up against it, listening. That's
Gotcha.
why I crept around. Yeah.
All right.
So, with a 26, I'm going to assume that you shot this. It has essentially grappled round and hooked round Eliza's waist. That's how it is hooked. And as you are falling, you are pulling Eliza with you.
Mm-hmm.
Eliza seems to be coming towards the door, towards the window as well. As she gets there, she reaches out one hand and grabs the window, with so much strength and force that you can see a crack forming on the outside of the building, which is solid stone. You don't hit the floor. You're suspended in midair because I'm assuming that you only wanted to use, like 20 foot of rope or so.
Yeah.
So you are suspended, 20 foot out of a window on this rope as Eliza is holding on all of her inhuman levels of strength. And you can now get a much better view of Eliza. Her hair, which, because there's lanterns and everything, so, you're not having to rely on dark vision. Her hair, which is normally ever so nice and neatly bunned up and is a nice deep chestnut brown. It is wild. It is let to flow behind her, and it is a solid white. Her skin looks pale to the extent where you can see veins underneath it. Her skin is almost translucent.
Did say she was a lich, so
Oh, God damn it!
And she's just looking down at you, and rope around her waist, holding you up, holding on to the side. Flick, how are you reacting to that? Obviously, the room is still pitch black. You probably can't get a great view of Eliza as of yet.
Is there light coming in through the window?
The light is
Illumi-
underneath the window, but
Okay.
yeah, you know what? Screw it. She's next to the window. You can get a little bit of a glimpse of it, so you can just see this wild, unkempt white hair flying behind her. I mean, you can also
And
probably
her hand stuck out on the thing that's holding her. I see that, right?
yeah, and you can physically hear and see the stone cracking.
Under her grip. And what does her hand look like?
It's gauntleted.
Okay. All right. So the only thing I can tell is that she has weird hair.
Yeah.
And she just tried to blast Greg out of a window on what story of a building?
This is like third story.
Either way, it wasn't a friendly gesture. Okay. Third story of a building. She can survive that in full plate. I throw the troll gut rope towards my waist and will it to wrap around my waist. And I materialize daggers in my hand using quick draw. And I'm going to throw 2 daggers at her. I don't know how many rounds I've been looking at her in here. It's probably only been like 1 round for all this to happen. But
yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, so I'm just going to throw 2 daggers directed at her wrist. And I'm going to try and knock her wrist off so she falls out the window.
All right, yeah. Do that. Roll to hit.
Okay. It's a very flash moment decision, but she can survive a fall. I'm assuming with that kind of armor on, and probably way too easily. Okay, so I get a sneak attack on 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
My heart's like breaking right now.
And she's not flanked, is she? Or she wouldn't get her dex save when I'm shooting from behind her.
No.
Okay. I think that's a correct roll. Oh, crit!
Oh!
Nice.
All right. Flick. Describe, like, you're going for the wrist to try and make her release from the wall, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for a crit, you can do something different. What do you think would be the coolest possible option here?
I think that would still be pretty.
The coolest possible option would be to decidedly throw a dagger and nail her right in the back of the skull to ring her bell enough to get her to just fall out the window.
You can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna wing one, and can I do it with subdual damage? Can I wing it so that it hits her with the hilt right in the center of the back of the skull, right where the neck meets the skull?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So you flick your dagger, it spins, the hilt will crack her in the back of the skull, which, she was on the very edge of this window. She was being pulled out of it. And you have just knocked her off kilter enough. She's still holding on to the side, but with that little stumble forward, you see her fall out the window, ripping a chunk of the wall out, and basically destroying the entire window. There's now a hole in the
Nice. Okay, I am.
Greg
I
and Eliza fall.
Yeah, I immediately begin to race towards the window, pulling the troll gut rope out again, which I know will be my next turn. But I'm racing towards the window to try and run out and try and Indiana Jones Greg.
Boots will follow you.
But it's only 3 stories, so it's not that long of a fall.
Yeah. Well, Greg had already fallen 20 feet as well.
Oh, so she's 10 feet above the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just let me fall, dude.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm not thinking. I run up to the edge anyway.
Yeah.
Which I don't
And
get my next turn anyway.
Utswa, what do you do after seeing this scene? You've just seen Greg and Eliza fall out a window.
God. Not much I can do. Actually, I'm gonna go back outside and go downstairs outside.
All right, that's going to take a couple of rounds.
That's okay.
All right, cool. I suppose this isn't really a combat per se, so we can bend the rules a lot. Greg, you hit the floor. Thankfully, since it's snow, and since you had already dropped to be less or just under 10 feet from the ground, you're going to take no damage. Lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
You land in the snow. Eliza lands. For ease, I'm going to say she lands next to you, not on top of you, because that'd be a bit harsh. What do?
I'm gonna, as quickly as I can, react and try to tie her up with her hands, like reverse hog tie her with her hands and legs behind her.
Yeah. Use rope.
Use rope, my most number 1 skill.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
good enough. That is as much as you need. More so. You have tied Eliza up. She is hog-tied on the floor. And she kind of looks back at you. Like, is she on her front or on her side, or?
She's laying on her stomach with her arms and legs tied behind her.
I'm using the troll gut rope to Spider-Man down the side of the.
Yeah.
Well, she's
And Utswa is rushing out the front door. As she does this, you hear her speak
EDO
something.
Steel Star, thanks for the follow.
Thank you. You hear a line. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
Nope.
Does
I
anyone
only
what? Sorry.
Speak Sylvan.
Oh, I don't think so. No.
Tied behind her.
I'm using the troll gut.
Yeah. She says a bunch of words in a language you do not understand. There is a rather large, powerful gust of wind that emanates from her. It swirls up all of the snow that you are currently stood on, creating this one big clearing in front. It seems to form a very specific shape in the circle. It's got like a ring, and it has some very intricate runes in a language you do not understand. And Eliza's hair falls. It drops from being the ghostly white, and it returns to its regular chestnut brown color.
I am working as fast as I can to get that armor off of her.
Okay.
I'm gonna help her when I get there.
Me too.
So we're all just like manically stripped.
Yes.
So
It's for her own good.
So
Out of
you've
context,
tied up
though.
Scene ever. Yeah.
a poor defenseless woman.
Poor
You
defenseless
have
woman.
tied up and have begun to strip her naked, and that is a perfect point to end tonight's session.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
Yes,
Can
please.
Utswa put up her where to put it?
Her
wall of
curtain.
gloom. Yeah. Let's see.
Her wall of gloom
Yeah.
is just surrounding
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your
All right,
moist
good.
curtain has enveloped us all.
Why?
Damn right.
It
Thank
has a
you.
purpose now. Look at that.
Wonderful.
Uh,
Best way to end. Thank you very much, everybody, for thank you, players, and thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I have been the Bardic Knock. This
So
has been
sorry.
Welcome to Party.
I'm not.
Me neither.
Archer, next time Keldor will get to do stuff, I swear.
Just
Yeah.
have him ambushed. It'll be fine.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
he gets an entire episode fight scene all by himself. He gets to slaughter 27 regular dudes in the woods.
You don't even have to make
Yeah.
them regular dudes. Like,
It could be like level 6 dudes. You just walk through them.
boop, 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 boop.
Next session, Keldor gets stuff. I do have notes already for it, and
I'm
they
excited.
just took so long arguing.
Sorry.
We
No,
did
it
spend
was
an entire
beautiful.
episode arguing.
I am perfectly fine sitting out an episode to get that.
So, Welcome to Party. You should give them follows and increase their numbers. You can find them on various places on the internet, such as Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube. Their Twitter is at Welcome Party RPG. Twitch is right here at twitch.tv/Welcome Party RPG. Over on YouTube is youtube.com/Welcome to Party, and Patreon. Link should be down below, but I believe it is patreon.com/Party RPG. Go check out all of those things. Me, this person, the dungeon office temp. You can find me on those same platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all under the Bardic Knock. So whatever it is, and then /the Bardic Knock. I do things sometimes, not really. I should do it more. Hey, that's me done. Archer, where can I find you doing stuff on the internet, and can I exchange money
For said
for
things.
things you do?
Possibly. I have an Etsy page where I do lovely beadwork, as our lovely Shannon is modeling. I do bracelets, hair clips, keychains, and it's all on Archer's Beadsmithy on Etsy. Find that link. Probably. We'll get it in a bit. But yep. Just go and find me there, and yeah.
Alrighty. And then, Shan, you also do things on the internet that I can exchange money for, correct?
I do. I make perler art, as seen by our lovely Rebecca. I make potions, I make weapons, I make decks
Rainbow
of many
potions.
things. I do whatever you want. If you have a cool idea that you want to see beaded and melted down, then check out Shan's 8-Bit Smithy. And also, if you want to honestly just see what's going on with all my venues of weirdness, check out my Twitter at Shanalogic, and I'm Shanalogic across all the internet.
You know what I've always wanted to get in the 8-bit smithy?
Oh, do tell.
A black mage.
From
No.
like Final Fantasy.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
like Final Fantasy 1. Like the original
can do
8-bit
that.
black mage.
Oh, and a white mage. That'd be so cool.
Oh yeah, I can easily do that, man.
That'd be awesome.
You know what? After we wrap up, I've got the pixel art of them kicking around. I can
Nice.
just drop that in the chat for
Let
you.
me know how much that'd be.
Yes.
Sweet.
So that's Shannon and Rebecca. You also have things on the internet, do you not?
I do. I have one thing. I have DeviantArt under Lundana, Lundana.
That's that. This is usually a part where Cody would shout out his artist for his various pieces. Do I know? It's Mikun.
Yes, Mikun is the one who does his really fancy one that's really freaking awesome. Unfortunately, I don't. The other one, Thomas Safe Zone, has not been seen of nor heard of from in quite a while. So,
there's the Twitter Thomas JB. I think that's what he's currently on.
yeah, he hasn't done anything in quite a while though, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, they exist. Go check them out. somewhere. I don't. We're supposed to go raid someone, but I don't think Castle Mac is on, so I don't know who to raid.
No, I
What
think
do?
Castle Mac is on. Why wouldn't they be?
I didn't get a notification saying they went on. I'm
Oh,
lost
well
and
then.
confused. I don't know what to do. It was just who do I click raid on? What do I do?
Yeah, it's just a
Well-
Crap, the
rerun
only
on
one I-
Castle Mac, unfortunately.
Well, you
The
know
only
what?
one I suggest is usually us or them. So,
Oh
yeah.
I
gosh.
mean, if it makes you
I'm
feel
bad at
better,
raiding.
it's only 3 or 4 people we're sending anywhere anyway.
What?
Wow.
Which was the one that Shogun's typically in?
I haven't had a notification for that either. This is how I normally find out. I get there. So let me just check when anybody last went on anywhere. Members live. It does say Castle. No, that's yesterday at 5:20.
Yeah,
Fudge.
it's a Castle Mac rerun that's going right now.
Uh, 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 oh god, I'm so bad at Twitch. I click discover and you know Dungeons and Dragons is that who's live? Who is live? Bum 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 bum.
So, while we're looking for that,
Yeah.
I'm still doing the Get Wily Teched Up campaign,
Oh,
which is
yes.
easily searchable. Honestly, on Indiegogo, you just type in Get Wily Teched Up. It's still going on for another 10 days, I think. We've beyond reached our limit, but if you could throw more money at us, I'm not going to say no.
Wait, you guys hit the goal? That's
Oh, we've gone beyond the goal at this point.
awesome. That's huge.
Yeah, we are getting him the best laptop. It's going to be great.
Yay! Let's
Okay, I found something, and I hope it's gonna work because it's a really amusing name. We're gonna go raid a channel called D&B.
Dungeons and beer.
So, well, I think it's Dungeons and Breakfast.
Close enough.
Like B&B.
You can have beer for
Amazing,
breakfast.
yeah.
So we're gonna go raid that. I hope this works.
Matt,
Yes,
you're
it's
a
a real
college
place.
student. You know you can have beer for breakfast.
I've not been a college student for like 5 years. Anyhow,
Yeah, so
until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventuring.
bye.